Hey everyone, I was just wanting to talk to you today a little bit about the mission that God has given us and to be praying for it during these 40 days. Um, he came to those first disciples when they were not following him and they were fishing. And he said, "Come follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." And so there's two things that he wanted us to do. He wanted us to follow, which is really to learn how to become a disciple of his. And the second thing is he wanted us to fish. And sometimes I think the part we struggle with is fishing. I remember when I came to Akron, I was wanting to reach people in this community, and I knew hardly anybody. And so, at an invitation of a new friend, he asked me to come to Rotary and join Rotary. And I said, "Yeah, that's what I'll do. I want to go meet the leaders in the community and find out about their life." And so I just went to the meetings and paid my fees for the year and occasionally prayed at meetings. But my prayer was that somebody in Rotary would come to Jesus. And I remember, that these two guys asked me to go fishing with them up on Lake Ontario. And I just thought it'd be a rowboat and maybe a little pole and some worms. But these guys were like real fishermen, and I got on the boat and they had downriggers and they had sonar and they knew which fish were at certain depth in the water and what the water temperature was and what to feed them. And sure enough, we weren't out there very long and they just started pulling in fish. And I thought, yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to learn how to fish because often, we are separated from that part of the mission. I was thinking about it when Matthew came to Jesus. And Matthew didn't have a seminary education. He didn't know Andy Stanley's starting point, and he didn't have a lot of scriptures memorized. But one thing that he was really good at, he was good at throwing parties. And so on this one occasion, what does he do? He invites his old tax collector buddies to come to the party with his new found Jesus followers. And so his prayer was that when those two mixed together, that some of his old tax collector buddies would begin to follow and know Jesus. It was kind of like when Hershey's mixed peanut butter and chocolate. I mean, oh my goodness, Reese cups? Are you kidding me? It was just a beautiful combination, and some of them did come to Jesus. And so, what about us? Who is it in our life right now that's far from God that we are praying for on a regular basis, asking God to help us know how to help them and point them in the direction of Jesus and help them maybe just cross the faith line? And so, two things to remember when we're ministering and reaching out to people that are far from God. One is, God did not call us to be a lifestyle referee. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And the other thing, we're going to have to be radically inclusive. We are going to have to build bridges to people that think different than us and act different than us. And so we're going to have to be comfortable doing that. As I was thinking about this, I was thinking about the verse that's in second Thessalonians 3:1. Let me just bring it up on my screen real quick. It says this. This would be the prayer. Pray that the Master's word will simply take off and race through the countryside to a groundswell of response, just as it did among you. I'll read it again. Pray that the Master's word will simply take off and race through the country to a groundswell response, just as it did among you. See, I believe that we live in a day when people are searching for something, and we have the answer. They're looking for Jesus. They're looking for Jesus to come and fill that void in their heart. And so I pray that God will use you. Would you do me a favor and pray that God will use me to reach my neighbors for Jesus? God bless you and have a good day.